for England.
Sensational. Johnny Wilkinson off his right foot, his unfavoured right foot, 3 points. Woodward thinks he's got it. Look at Wilkinson, his composure. He knew it as he hit it.
Woodman takes it. Time almost up, seconds remaining. The player of the tournament, Johnny Wilkinson, has snatched it away from the Wallabies. Is this it? And England has joined Sir Alf Ramsey's Immortals of 1966. A dramatic, heart-stopping victory for England in extra time. And it was Johnny, 2017, the drop goal to sink the defending champions.
2017, and England a deserved winner, but what an epic battle. It went absolutely down to the wire. Eddie Jones congratulating Woodward, but the English team, they're ecstatic. Delalio playing a blinder. Martin Johnson, he can't believe it. They finally got it.
Well, congratulations to the England side. Haven't they deserved it? They've been the best team for the last couple of years all around the world. The Wallabies put up a fantastic effort, and what a final this was. This will go down in history, and both sides, they can hardly hug each other. They're that tired after 20 minutes extra time.
Johnny Wilkinson broke the deadlock. England are the Rugby World Cup champions for 2003, downing Australia 2017 in the closing seconds of that second period. It's all about relief now for this England team. Australia so gallant that it's England's moment. And that man, Johnny Wilkinson, how about him? What a performance. Wilkinson kicking 4 penalty goals, and then that drop goal, and Clive Woodward. Here it came. Australia knew it was coming, but they were powerless to do anything about it. And the man who has zero tolerance when it comes to practice, everything is simulated to the match situation. That is the definition of euphoria and ecstasy on a rugby pitch.
After leading your country to the World Cup, I'm sure there are thousands here in the Telstra Stadium and millions around the world who would just like to say congratulations.
Thanks. You know, it was a huge effort from the entire squad of players, our backroom staff, our coaching, everyone, our physios. Thanks to the fans, they've been brilliant. You know, I can't say enough about the team. You know, we had a lead and we lost it, and to come back in extra time and to hold out and Wilco at the end, you know, brilliant. I can't say enough about it.
The tension around the stadium was unbearable. What was the intensity like for the players?
Yeah, we were frustrated in the second half. You've got to give credit to Australia. They're a very good team, and they came back and they made it difficult for us. And you know, with 20 minutes of extra time, it can go any way. But you know, Wilco was there, and right at the death, you'd have no one else, would you?
Now you're about to go and receive the World Cup, Martin. You're very modest about your leadership. What does this moment mean to you?
I'm just happy for the players. You know, they've put so much into it, and the management, they put their heart and soul into it, and the fans who've come out here, just fantastic. You know, give credit to Australia. It's been a great World Cup. They've hosted a brilliant tournament. They've got hit to the final themselves and played great. So, you know, it couldn't have been any closer. But I'm just happy we're on the right side.
Congratulations, Martin.
How do you sum up that match?
It was a massive final, wasn't it? We went into extra time. 2 world-class teams going at it hammer and tong. You know, congratulations must be extended to the English team. They delivered under pressure, and they delivered when it counted. But I'm so proud of my guys. Like, we gutsed it out. We fought back. We were down 14-5. And we brought it back to extra time. To all the support here, both English fans and Australian fans. For us as players, it's a whole lot of our career, and thank you for making it such a wonderful night.
What did you say to your team at full time when you knew there was 10 minutes extra way to go?
Just like we've put ourselves in this position, we've got 10 minutes each way. Let's execute, let's keep our heads and give ourselves an opportunity, and we just came up a little short.
Well, you're up against probably the world's greatest fly half. He just won the match for them in the end. That was probably the turning point, but it was right in the last minute of the match.
yeah, he's outstanding under pressure. He missed a few early in the match, but he knocked the one over which counted, and you know, you've got to take your hat off to him for that.
Well done, George. You've led the side admirably right throughout this year. I'm sure you're very proud of the team. Congratulations.
Yeah, extremely proud. Thanks, mate.
Ladies and gentlemen, the presentation ceremony for Rugby World Cup 2003 will now take place. Please welcome the official party for the presentation ceremony. The Prime Minister of Australia, Mr. John Howard. Chairman of the International Rugby Board and Rugby World Cup Limited, Dr. Sid Miller. Australian Rugby Union President, Mr. Peter Crittall. Managing Director, Rugby World Cup Limited, Mr. Mike Miller. And the Australian Rugby Union Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, Mr. John O'Neill. Ladies and gentlemen, to receive their Rugby World Cup medals, we now call upon Captain George Gregan and the Australian rugby team.
Australia, a two-time winner, George Gregan, one of the heroes in 1999.
Present the medals to Australia.
The Australians standing tall. Knowing they were so close, agonisingly close, to winning their third Rugby World Cup. Matt Giteau, who had a couple of stints on the field with Larkham in the sin bin. Lottie Takiri got the first try. Brendan Cannon showing true grit right throughout this tournament, and Bill Young emerging as one of the real stars of all the tight forwards. Elton Flatley for those two immense penalty goals under pressure. Chris Whittaker not getting his chance. George Smith, Mr. Perpetual Motion. No consoling Justin Harrison. Matt Cobain was mighty when he came on. And Sterling Mortlock, just a blockbusting player. The crowd now bursting into Waltzing Matilda as the Australian reserves and management receive their runners-up medals. George Gregan in his 95th Test match. And these guys so important: Chris Latham, Matthew Burke, backs coach Glenn Ella, Dr. Martin Raftery, Jason Webber, fitness director of the Australian team, and Ben Darwin, who was forced to watch from the sideline after that very serious injury last weekend. And a man who was injured in the 1995 World Cup is John Muggle, the defence coach. Max Brito from the Ivory Coast in the crowd tonight. Well done, Eddie Jones. The crowd giving him a special round of applause. And Phil Thompson, the manager. Here's Max Brito playing for Ivory Coast in 1995. Was invited by the French team yesterday to join them at a launch of the Rugby World Cup in 2007.
2003, the Australian rugby team.
Tears welling for Eddie Jones. The culmination of 2.5 years of planning, hard slog, and in the end 3 points separated them from a shot, a belated shot in sudden death extra time. But these are the men of the moment. The Northern Hemisphere has annexed the Rugby World Cup for the first time. England so close in 1991. They lost to Australia by 12 points to 6. And really it was the experience and the leadership of the English